Hey, Audrey here. Thank you for joining me on day 4 of coming back to you with Changing Tides energy out here on the remote Alaskan wilderness coast. I'll share with you some pretty views here. Just out doing my little nature walk, taking you with me. Just really thinking about the power of consistency and the power of committing to consistency in your life and what that actually does or can do for you. But first, take a look at that. It's kind of a flat light day, but it's beautiful. Super calm in here. Went to town earlier today to run a couple errands, do a few things, and it wasn't super calm out there. It was a little bit more effort to remain comfortable on the boat on the way over. There wasn't a lot of sitting. There was a lot of catching the waves. So anyway, so the power of consistency. What I wanted to share with you about my own reflection on this journey was, okay, life is hard. There are many things that happen in life that are unimaginable. They're unbearable. They're so painful. They're so uncomfortable. They can really take you out if you let yourself feel all of it. They can really take you out if you don't let yourself feel all of it and you suppress it and never deal with it. That's where the real damage happens. And we all process differently. Grief is an incredibly personal journey. Trauma is an incredibly personal journey. But facing it, whatever that means for you, not hiding in it, not covering it up or avoiding it, putting in a bucket if you need to for a little while, but letting it flow and letting yourself feel it when it comes. That's where the healing happens. That's where we don't get blocked or we don't get stuck for years. That's where it happens. And I noticed for myself, since my brother died, I just got more stagnant, and my spark and my inspiration obviously is a lot less. And I felt like I was really losing a part of me. I lost a part of me. It's like, I don't know, death is just, it's a normal part of our journey. I know so many people are experiencing loss really close to them right now, and my heart's with you. It's a tragic thing to experience a sudden loss and a sudden death. And it is so empowering to be able to feel it and to be able to face it and to be able to own it and to allow yourself to have the experience. Yeah, there are so many things I could say to just push it aside. There are so many ways it would be so easy for me to do, but also so very difficult, because if we don't deal with stuff or face it, it comes back. It's always there. It's always with us. So as humans, spiritual beings having this human experience, we have a really unique opportunity to face those things and to heal and to evolve. And that is so beautiful. And that is so beautiful as well. I'm gonna head down there. Oh man, remember yesterday? This was like a really low tide when I came down here, and now it's like just perfect. We're gonna actually go up into the forest a little bit more, and then we'll look down at the water. That'll be fun. I haven't been up here for a little while on this side. So anyway, we can identify however we want to in this life, and we can hold on to whatever story that we want to. We can choose to see things in pain, or we can choose to see things in love. We can honor and tend to our cracked open hearts with love and without without attaching to the negativity of the story. It's just like facing your reality and dealing with your life as it comes. So resiliency is gained through effort. Resiliency is gained through evolution. It's gained through consistency. And that's what I wanted to share. I haven't been over here in a while, and I'm just thinking the bears have got to be, some of them have got to be waking up. It's like barely any snow here this winter. So I'm following an old bear trail right now. But it's fine. Anyway, when you are feeling stuck, if you are identifying with the victim, send yourself some love. Check out that part of you. Do some deep work. I spent several hours yesterday doing things that was not on my to-do list, but I felt so called to do. And it was just deep healing work, just asking myself, where does that thought come from? Where does that feeling come from? Can you identify an event in your life that would have triggered up that feeling? Is there a storyline that you've created in your life to support those experiences? Do they still fit now in your life? Is that still necessary, those survival techniques that you gave yourself or that you took on at whatever stage of your life you needed to in order to survive? Are those still helpful? Or are they just causing you pain and anxiety and suffering? And if you recognize that they're still there and you discover that maybe it's not helpful anymore, it's okay. You get to, I thanked that part of me. I met up with that part of me. I didn't even know she was in there, but it all made sense. Suddenly I saw my life and myself in a completely different way. And that part of me that has caused so much anxiety and fear in my life from early experiences, I was able to send so much love to and share gratitude with and let her know that she's safe and so loved and can just rest in my loving heart. And if she comes back out, because she does, it's just lots of years of conditioning. When she comes back out, I can meet her gently and graciously within my own heart and soul and send her back to her resting place without letting her fears and anxieties rule the present world or her present experience of the world. So, just sit with that for a moment. Guys, it was heavy. It was heavy. There were a lot of big tears. There's a lot of writing that I didn't even know was in there. And it also is like incredibly freeing. And that wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have had that experience, which to me felt super pivotal in the way that my mind operates. I wouldn't have had that experience without consistency. If I would have allowed myself to stay in or find or create a victim mindset, then I wouldn't have taken action. I wouldn't have practiced discipline. I wouldn't have practiced consistency. I would have stayed in that space and continued to, in my experience, devolve internally. We are here to evolve. This is a time of expansion. This is a time of connectivity. This is a time of internal awakening and healing. We are going to all be we are being faced with things in our life that will rock us. The answers are not outside of us. They are within us. And when you identify what lights you up and what sparks you or what inspires you, or when you hear that little voice within you that says, just go for the walk, or just look out the window, or just phone the friend, when you listen to that, that's when the magic happens. That's when the miracles come in. that's when we receive messages that help us in this lifetime, that help us to evolve and expand as we are designed to do. So I think that's really cool. I'm going to show you something. See if I can get it in there. Those are some mussel shells that are in the shape of a heart or angel wings. And they are here on the forest floor near the ocean. It's just right back there. But also, it's not that far from the ocean. So the eagles and the birds, they eat them, they bring them up here, and they leave their shells around. But they're beautiful, and sometimes they're kind of iridescent, like dark blue, purpley. Sometimes they really grab my attention, especially up against the green moss or the snow or whatever. So anyway, that really is what I wanted to share, is we're going to experience heaviness and heartache in life. That's just part of the journey. That's just part of it. And how we choose, yeah, you heard that. We do have a choice. And we may not always feel like we have a choice, but we do have a choice. And when we choose to take actions consistently that are in alignment with our soul's healing journey and our time here on this earth, then we get to experience more peace and more joy and more love and more presence and connection and health and well-being. And honestly, I'm here for it. That is what I'm here for. And I think that's what you're here for too. Maybe. I think you are, because you're listening to this video. Thanks for sharing in the journey with me. I hope that you're finding this inspiring for yourself to do a little soul digging and excavating, see what you come up with and sit with it. Allow yourself some time, some quiet, some real intentional time, just with a notebook, maybe with an inspiring book as well, and just sit and be in the silence. Don't search too hard. Don't seek too much. Allow for the silence and the space, and the answers will come. They're within you. They've always been there. Thank you for joining. Subscribe if you'd like to continue this journey with me. I would love to hear from you. How are you doing with consistency in your life? Are there any areas that you're wanting to shape up a little bit? I'd love to hear it. I'll share more tomorrow. I look forward to it. I hope you're doing well. Thank you.